Love Island, that was cinema. Nick and Alandria, such passion. First of all, let's start from the top. The girls are boohoo crying in the villa. They like, oh my god, my girl Alandria gone. Meanwhile, Nick and Alandria on this small date. I told y'all nobody messier than the narrator. That man said Nick and Alandria are on a date and Jeremiah is the chef. Kidding, just Nick and Alandria. Oh, that was funny. He be reading them comments. First, I want to say I was really proud of Alandria for saying, you know what, if that man is out here doing him, then he's not my man. Like, I'm just gonna have to let that be. I also respect Nick and how he's just very transparent and honest with everybody. He told Taylor that he told Alandria everything, and he's actually really interested in seeing this connection with her. What I was salty about was my girl Alandria folded when she seen Taylor. My biggest problem with Taylor is that he just has not been honest. He does not have a physical connection to Alandria. He should have shared that with her because you're very intimate with Clark already. Y'all kissing on the first day. Then you get up the next morning, you see Nick and Alandria in the bed, and you run to Nick right past her. It's like, what? Alandria is so mature because she gives him so much grace. She's like, you know what? Explore that with her. You guys look cute together, but I'm still interested in seeing what we have. Then this Dodo proceeds to say, we did build a strong foundation, but I'm going to ping pong between you and Clark because I want to get to know her. A man will always tell you if he likes you. So many times, Taylor's body language was never facing Alandria. She would ask him if he missed her. He'd be looking the other way, talking about, sure. He called Alandria bro every 2 seconds. I have yet to hear him call Clark bro at all. Mind you, I feel like any man that's really unfazed about seeing me the way that he was about seeing Alandria is not my man. Taylor's taking initiative because he likes Clark. He is literally showing up for her. Nobody is forcing him to put his coat down and have her sit on it. And I'm not gonna lie, I think him and Clark are cute. I'm just very irritated because it's like, bro, you had all this time to tell her that you were not attracted to her. Clark woke up like, what the hell? I was a little irritated because she was visibly annoyed that Alandria was there, mocking them, saying, good morning, Islander. Then like, I don't know what they talking about. What they talking about? Like, calm down, okay? You literally have nothing to worry about. I get you being like, ugh, this is gonna possibly ruin my chance of getting some money. And mostly probably finding a connection, but it was just too much. Because you just met this man 24 hours ago, okay? And at first I did feel bad for Alandria because I'm like, she's in here with all the ops, but they were really nice to her. Thank you for that. Also, to go back to talk about a man who really likes you, Nick tells Alandria, like, I think you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever met. I've always wanted to talk to you. And I personally think that he took forever because he was a little intimidated. He even says, like, I love your strong personality. I get a little flustered talking to you. And let's not forget, he kissed her during the blindfold challenge in the beginning. But Alandria makes it very clear that he never told her any of that. Now, I'm definitely feeling for my girl Sierra because over in Casa Amor, she tells this boy Elan, nah, I don't want to give you no kiss outside no challenge. I just want to take this slow. I respect that she put that boundary up because it is what it is, you know? But I'm also like, I could see Nick and Alandria actually being a thing. I think Alandria has gotten the short end of the stick because the guy she was with really did not like her, and now she's with somebody who does genuinely like her. They also know each other because they've been at this house for a week, so she's more comfortable with him. And as much as I love my girl Sierra, I do think that she should continue to explore things with Elan because Nick is another example of a guy who is not truly 100% about a girl, because if he was, he would have closed off with Sierra. Now, my girls Shelly and Ace are meant to be. I think Chris is cute. He's a nice guy. They look good together. He picked up some flowers for her that he could, especially with all of them being so sad. That was a beautiful grand gesture of a gentleman. The kiss was stupendous, honey. And I also think that the villa kind of forgot that the challenge was about passion and not creativity. And that's why Casa won. But when you look at how things are playing out, if you go back to the villa, Ace is leading the way, hyping all the people up. Then you go back to Casa and Shelly is doing the exact same thing. And even though Ace and Shelly are split up, they're acting the exact same. They're having the same experiences. Ace was also very salty that he knew Shelly won one of those challenges because her dude is the tallest in the house. He looks so hurt. And to me, that's somebody that likes who they're with. Also, Chris said that he might put Hood on the roster because they had a nice, passionate kiss. And I was like, oh, okay. At least he playing a game. Can't be mad at that. Alandria also told the new girls that you need to explore options with everybody because then you basically just saying you want to go home. I'm so hype about tomorrow because Casa is coming back to the villa and everybody's coming back this time. So they're going to find out that Alandria and Nick are in a couple now. This is truly going to shake everybody up. I'm only really curious to see what Shelly does because she's the only one that seems to be in a connection with somebody that mutually feels the same way about them. I'm surprisingly wanting to see if TJ is going to jump down Iris's throat or if he's going to stay with Vanna. Because right now I feel like TJ is just happy to be in the house. But I personally don't think he likes Vanna. And another thing, Zach do not like Amaya. When Amaya is trying to vent to Zach about how she feels bad because Alandria is going home, he proceeds to tell her, well, I hope you feel better. Make sure you get you some water and some rest. He gets up from the couch, give her this half hug, and goes. Now, part of me was kind of irritated by his actions, but then I was also thinking, he's probably like, girl, you pursued me and you knew that she could go home if you pursued me. He already feeling like the villain because he got her sent home. And now Amaya crying to him like, oh my God, the world is about to end. When it was the fact that they both participated in getting to know each other, that is the reason why she's gone. I also think their kisses were just extremely awkward today. Like, it did not give passion. And I guarantee at the first opportunity he gets, he will partner up with somebody else. I personally think he's just trying to secure his spot in the villa, which makes sense because everybody came on Love Island and they want it to last as long as it can. But if he don't start showing up for her, at some point she gonna catch on and not want to be with him. Because one thing about Amaya, she knows instantly when somebody not feeling her. Also, I think tonight's episode is a great example of you might have an idea of the kind of man that you want, but what you deserve may be completely different. Alandria really wants her cowboy fantasy, a countryman, and then here's Nick, effortlessly giving her compliments and praising her, fascinated with who she is as a person and how she looks too. He's the type of man that will learn how to ride a horse and buy a ranch just to make her happy. And throughout this entire experience, he picks Alandria every time when it comes to kissing somebody. So there's definitely been a long-term attraction between the two. Or maybe him, I don't know. But ladies, if you got a man and you feel like something is off and it's not going and flowing like it should, let today be the night that you realize from this very show that you deserve so much more than somebody that's going to give you a little bit. Date men that like you more than you like them. Okay, that's it. Great job, Love Island producers. I'll never doubt you again, Bouquet. Biggest scammer on Love Island is Taylor. And if you're mad at Alandria for calling him her man, let me tell you why you shouldn't be. Alandria and Taylor have been together for almost 4 weeks now. He's presented to her that he really likes her. He's just a slow burner like her. The only time he showed true affection and was handsy with her was when Jalen was in the house. Alandria said that most guys she talks to try to come on to her physically. With Taylor, it was different. I think in Alandria's mind, she's assuming that Taylor is different and they're doing it the right way, and that she appreciates that he respects her boundaries. But the reality is, Alandria has been his only option this entire time. Though Dasha did say that they had a little small fling, but that was quickly over with when she got into Nick and got kicked off the island. When Taylor was threatened by getting kicked out of his relationship with Alandria, he started to show up and show out. Going to bed, being physical with her, picking her up when she came back from the date, showing her more attention. Fast forward, they're in Costa, she comes back to the villa. In Alandria's mind, she's assuming that she's giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's saying they have a strong connection. He wants to explore with this other girl. Which to Alandria could be valid because she got the chance to explore with Jalen. We all know she's a very mature lady, so she's not holding it against him that he's playing the game. The real problem is Taylor. He's never liked this girl. He's not physically attracted to her. He does just enough to stay in the game, and he's still leading her on knowing the whole time that he has no interest in her. After this man jumped over her head like he was a globetrotter to leap into the arms of his male bestie, she should have known then. However, he immediately gives her a hug after that. He comes and talks to her later, but Alandria doesn't know that his friends forced him to do so. We know all these things because we're the viewer, but she's trusting what he says and following his lead. And he's just leading my girl astray. Hopefully Taylor soon tells her like, yeah, I'm really just not interested in this and I don't want to pursue it anymore, so she can fully give her time and attention to Nick. But as we seen on the episode, he would have not talked to her at all if his friends didn't tell him to. If he could ghost her in person, he would do that. So I'm hoping my girl somehow gets unstuck and she realizes for herself based on his actions for this other girl that he's just not into her.